Welcome to another movie. As you can see, I have another vehicle. So this is a second Mecanum car that I have, and that's because I really love those wheels, how it's designed and how it's everything working together. So the last one is a little have a little soft suspension, so it's wobbling around. It is a really great car. The second one, the dancing function was really nice. The control was not so hard, but I want to see how this one will work with more stiff suspension. This one doesn't have any suspension probably. I'm afraid of those lights on the front. I hate when they make some nice toy and put some lights and music, dancing and everything like that, but it's mostly toys for kids. So okay, let's start from the hard part, the brand. I think that's a FDQ or FOQ. It's always the hard part on those toys. Item no Z108. It's a drift world. Let's see what it's 360 degrees spinning stand with cycle. High speed series, full assembly RTR, complete package, battery charger, and if this is complete package, I wonder if there is battery for the remote, because that will be the complete package. Ready to start. If I think under those three stickers, 360 rotation, spinning, lights, color, music, dynamic, 20 kilometers for hour, speed. Also those are describing. Let's see on the it's quite heavy. Oh, by the way, 110 scale. And yes, this box is quite big. Drift or blah, blah, blah. Ready, RC start off, blah blah blah. Oh, and this is something new in many languages description. Of course, not in Polish. Why do make Polish? This is not a toy, not recommended for children under 3 years of age without adult supervision. Why it's not for 3 years old? It's not, there's no parts for that they can swallow, but okay, not for 3 years. Probably the 3 years old child will not be able to control the bigger apparatus. High speed series, blah blah, function, and this is interesting. The two motors, and for the Mecanum wheels, it's from mostly 3 or 4 motors for each wheel, because they need to spin in different direction, and mostly is controlled controlling for different wheels. So that's interesting why there are only 2 motors, but I will see that. Battery, shocks. So there is some suspension. I wonder why. Okay, we'll see that. Spinning, lights, music, blah, 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 and speed. And oh, this is more interesting. Light, color, bump and go. That's interesting because the rolls are on the front and on the back. And it's upside down, so it's in here. Of course, no brand. And why they doesn't put any brand in here? That will be much more easy to see. So the remote is different. It's more normal remote. USB charger, as I see. Okay. Oh, and 7.4 volts battery. So it's a LiPo or Lion. It's not a standard battery. Okay, so let me open this and we will see what's inside. Okay, so I have it out. I can tell you it's well packaged, so it is really big machine, but that's next. Now about the remote, I have no idea why they always put a Windows button on those machines. I really have no idea. So it's wait, it's left, right, and this one is in all directions. So probably this one is forward like this, if I understand. So if this one, that's quite interesting, the steering. Okay, so I can tell you already that the second one have more easy controls, because there was pointing arrows around and still standard control. So this one is quite more interesting, but it's smaller, but because there is no manual. That's interesting for a remote like this. Let's put right away 2 AA batteries. So this will be interesting to find out. Oh, sorry. This will be interesting to find out how to control it. Let me put this back. Do I need this? Let's put it back. It's always secure. Okay, so remote is always on. I hate when they do something like this, and because it will drain battery. It's turning off by itself, but still I just like the mechanical switch. You get a charger, and the interesting part is that there are only 2 cables and one is falling out. Oh, okay, so small problem, just put it inside, because if it's a LiPo, there should be 3 cables, because it should charge one battery one cell separately and the second cell separately, and here are only 2. So we will see what battery we get. Now about the car, it's heavy, I can tell you that. Oh, that's probably a 540 motors, because it's a really big and really heavy car. Oh, I wonder how much the weight. I can see a light strip on the side. It's wait, it's in here, so probably second one, yes, it's on the other side. It's protected by a plastic cover. It's really clear, so it's hard to see it. Battery is on the back. Wait, no, it must be on. Yes, it is under the car. There is no shocks. Probably battery. Yes, there is no shocks. So I wonder what they mean about the shocks. Let's see. Motor. No, they're not 2 motors. What they're joking about? There must be 4 motors. There is no way there are 2 motors only. Okay, let me open it. We will see the battery. Too bad it's so many screws, because I will show the motor, but it is 500. What? Sorry, 540, because it's really heavy and big. Yes, those are both cells. Maybe there's a circuit. Wait, yes, there is a circuit. So this charger is only powering the cell, and the cell itself has a charger in here. So this one is just powering this charger. So it is good news, because it is protected. So the battery, when it will start to discharge, this circuit will disconnect the batteries. Good work. Okay, so let me put it inside. I want to scratch it, that's why I'm holding in with one hand. Okay, let me put it. Why everything needs to be on screws? They really love to put battery covers with this, to protect battery covers with the screws. Okay, so probably this car is really fast, so like always, let me try to make a more space. I did not charge battery. It's the first time I did open it, so if there is a problem you will see that. Let me turn the radio on. Let me find the switch. So this one rotating the car, and this one probably moving to the sides. And this one goes to the front. Wow, it's really fast. And what this one does. Oh, so now I see it. I can turn off the sound. How can I turn off the sound, man? What was that? Sorry, I cannot turn off the sound. Here is the demo. No, here's the sound. Wait. Oh. I have no idea what this is. I have no idea what. Oh. Okay, let me turn it off because the sound is quite high. So the steering is quite simple. This one goes forward, goes backward. This one make the car go straight, if I pronounce it good, and this one is making the car turn in place. So this two controls turning with only front or with only the rear wheels. So you have the rear wheels and the front wheels. If you did not watch the last one, the last movie about the last car, the rollers are set with a specific angle. So by turning the wheels in a specific direction, this car can turn like this. So when I turn it like this, car go that way. So when I turn it like this, car go this way. When I both turn to the front, the car is moving forward and backwards. And the same thing is for the rear. So there are 4 motors, not 2. I don't know what idiot designed this box, but and there are 4 motors. Maybe they mean 2 for each axle, maybe like this, because that will be more logic. But there are 4 motors, each motor is for separate wheels, and probably it's a really big motor, not much gearing inside, because I can twist it with no problem. Maybe it's not 540 because it's quite easy to rotate it, but it's stopping. But it is fast, and the response is how to say it, when you click forward once like this, the car will move, will not stop when you get back, but it will still move that specific length it's designed for. So quite annoying, because you doesn't have a full control of this car, because if you will want to stop before hitting something, the car, and you put it to the center, the car will still move some distance to the front. Maybe if you put it backward, it will stop immediately. And let's test this. Okay, so turning on. Now going forward. See, it's still spinning. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I accidentally hit in some direction. See, now only 2 wheels are rotating. Okay, so now I need to wait for a weather, because it's raining outside in this moment, and I really want to test this. I love those wheels. This one is so well made that I think I will sell the second one and leave this one, because it's more solid than that one and more fun. Maybe I will switch the electronic, but if you want to switch electronic in a car like this that has 4 motors, it's not easy. Believe me, you need to have 2 V mixers and still another V mixer that will mix the signal for those 2, and the second one will mix for those 2. So it's really hard. But you can use a radio for planes, the bigger the full size, and you will just need 2 V mixers, if I remember, because you need to control I think these 2 wheels, and separately control these 2 wheels on 2 joysticks. It's really hard to control it, so if you have already with some remote, it's much more easy, because making connections for something like this will be really complicated. But I love those wheels, man. They call Mecanum wheels, and I really love the design, how someone designed wheels like this. There's no suspension and 4 motors, man. People that design those boxes are really not intelligent. Okay, let's say like this. Okay, so let's wait for better weather and we will just test it.